This is Real Life 101, the show about the practical stuff school skips. Your hosts are Robbie and Terry, both 15. Every week they break it down so you actually get it.
Show about the practical stuff school skips. I'm Terry.
And I'm Robbie. And today we're talking about contracts, those walls of tiny text that everyone clicks agree on without reading.
Guilty. Every single app I've ever downloaded.
Same. But here's the thing, a contract is legally binding the moment you sign it, even if you had no idea what was in it.
Which means I didn't read it is not a defense. Like at all.
The court basically says, cool story, you still owe us.
So what even is a contract? It's a promise between two or more people that the law will actually enforce.
It needs three things, an offer, acceptance, and something called consideration, which just means both sides are getting something out of it.
Money, a service, a product, that's the consideration. Not like a nice compliment.
Unfortunately, you seem really trustworthy doesn't hold up in court.
So when do teenagers actually deal with contracts?
More than you'd think. Phone plans, gym memberships, first jobs, car insurance, streaming services, all contracts.
And here's a wild fact. Studies show that if you actually read the terms of service for every app you use, it would take about 76 full workdays per year.
So obviously you can't read everything. But for anything that involves real money or real commitment, you absolutely should.
The rule of thumb is the higher the stakes, the harder you read.
A lease on an apartment? Read every line. A free trial for a music app? Still worth skimming.
What are the key things to actually look for?
First, the price, not just the starting price, but whether it can go up and when.
Sneaky auto renewals are the classic trap. You sign up for 1 month and suddenly it's been 3 years.
Second, the cancellation policy. How do you get out of this thing?
Some contracts require 30 or 60 days written notice just to cancel. Miss that window and you're paying another month.
Third, look for something called an arbitration clause. It's a section that says if there's a dispute, you can't sue in regular court.
You have to use a private process instead, which often favors the company, worth knowing before you're in a fight.
Fourth, check the auto renewal and price change terms. Some contracts let the company raise prices with as little as 30 days notice.
Okay, but what if the contract is 60 pages of legal jargon? Do I need a law degree?
Not at all. Use the search function. If it's digital, look up words like termination, fee, renew, and liability.
Those 4 words will usually surface the most important stuff fast.
And if something sounds confusing, you can literally ask, saying, "Can you explain this clause?" is completely normal and not weird.
A company that gets sketchy when you ask questions is itself a red flag.
You can also negotiate contracts feel permanent and official, but a lot of terms are actually flexible, especially with local businesses.
I did not know that. I always assumed it was take it or leave it.
Sometimes it is, but you'll never know unless you ask for a change in writing.
In writing, that's huge. Any changes to a contract need to be in the contract, not just a verbal promise.
He said we could skip the deposit means nothing if the paper says otherwise.
What about digital contracts, those I agree checkboxes?
Legally, those count. Courts have upheld click-wrap agreements, which is the official name for those checkbox terms since the 1990s.
So clicking agree on a 10,000-word terms of service is a real legal act.
The good news is most companies don't come after teenagers over app terms. But some contracts, like for freelance work or renting equipment, absolutely matter.
So the real skill is knowing which ones deserve your full attention.
High dollar amount, long commitment, hard to cancel. Those three together mean read it carefully.
And never let anyone rush you. Sign now or the deal expires is a classic pressure tactic.
A legitimate offer can survive you taking 24 hours to read it.
Bottom line, contracts aren't scary, they're just a record of what everyone agreed to, and you want that record to actually reflect what you agreed to?
Read before you sign, ask before you're confused, and get every change in writing. That's it.
Future you, the one who doesn't owe surprise fees to a gym they stopped visiting, will be very grateful.
Contracts are one of those things adults act like they understand, but honestly, a lot of them don't either. So learning this now puts you way ahead.
Real Life 101, teaching you what your textbooks didn't.
Thanks for listening, and remember, if it's binding, it's worth reading. See you next week on Real Life 101.